and to strangers.
Hi guys, welcome to my video. Today I am going to be talking about me going back to school and trying to balance work, having kids and everything, and then, trying to have time for myself. Basically, what I did started out, I graduated high school in 2002, and I decided to go to a small private institute. And there I gained my medical assistant certificate. And let me tell you, the experience that I have gained since 2003 has been a tremendous blessing in my life. After I graduated in the following of 2004, I signed up to work with a couple of temp agencies. And basically, with those temp agencies, they sent me pretty much everywhere. My first stop was with a pediatric office, and that's when I knew that I pretty much wanted to have a career with working with kids, and I knew that I was well set. I've gained my experience in family medicine, internal medicine. I've worked at Crawford Long Hospital. I've worked at assisted living facilities. I've worked at a few pediatric offices. I didn't quit jobs and start a new one, but what did happen, I was sent from assignment to assignment. So basically, that's where I gained all my experience. A lot of people have asked me over the past years, how do I do it? And then I've heard some people say that basically they can't see themselves working, going to school, taking care of family, and having time for yourself. But me, I've always seen myself as like a go-getter. I've always seen myself as, determined, strong will. If I can do this, I can do two more. So that's what I've always seen myself as. So I gained my medical assistant certificate. I landed my first permanent position in 2005. And I was at that company for a little over a year. It was an internal medicine facility, and I loved it there. I ended up moving, and when I moved, I gained an opportunity at a gynecologist office. So I learned a lot about women's health a little bit more. I learned a lot about my health. And from there, I went to a pediatric office where I gained so much experience as far as like vaccinations, injections, grits, so much about babies that I did not have a clue about because at the time I didn't have kids. At the age of 21, 22, I wasn't even worried about having kids. I said that I was not going to have kids unless I was married, or I would adopt if it came to a time where I was not married. So I gained a lot of experience in pediatric. After that particular office, I worked at an assisted living facility for 3.5 years. And let me tell you, that was a blessing. They say that you can learn a lot from your elders, and I learned so much from working at this assisted living facility. And it did nothing for me but give me wisdom on top of wisdom. I learned a lot about Alzheimer's. I've never really discussed or even heard about Alzheimer's. That does not run in my family, so I never really like had the opportunity to like sit down and talk and discuss what Alzheimer's was until I actually got at this facility that I worked at, and I was exposed to a lot of things, and I loved it. The residents, they did everything for themselves. The only thing that I did basically was made sure that their medications were given to them and taken at the exact time that it was supposed to be taken. And then I also had to make sure that I documented the medication in the Mars book. That way, if state ever came by to audit, they could see that the residents were basically getting their medication. So that's where I learned a lot about working with elders and what could possibly happen, when you get older and everything. I was offered a position to work with Piedmont Fed Hospital, and that's where I currently work at now. And this coming up, December 12th, will be 8 years that I've been there. And I've had my good and my bad. I work in the medical surgical department, and let me tell you, I love it, but I am ready for a change. So, 2 years ago, I started going to Colorado Technical University, and I take my courses online, which I love it. Back in May of this year, I ended up dropping out because I felt like I needed a mental break. I couldn't take a month. It was gonna be more than a month, so they was like, "Well, if you're gonna take more than a month, then you need to just drop out and readmit when you feel like you're ready to take on the other load." Now, let me give you all this advice, and let me let you know what goes on when you do online classes, just in case you don't know, because it's a lot of people that don't know what consists when you are online and you're taking classes. My classes rotated from 5 to 6 weeks. So every 5.5 to 6 weeks, I was given new classes to take. So it was like an ongoing thing for 2 years because I started school in 2017. And I'm doing healthcare management. I will be complete July 2020. I only have 17 more classes to take, and I'm so grateful for that because I've worked so hard to get this degree. But when you are taking classes online, you need to make sure that that's really what you want, because it takes a lot of gratitude. It takes a lot of self-discipline. And I knew that I had the self-discipline. Besides being married, besides having a 3-year-old daughter, an 8-year-old son, and working full time, I knew that I could do it. So I put my mind to it, and I buckled down and I got to it. And I'm just so grateful for even having that strength to even get through it. And I only have 17 more classes to take, but you just have to make sure that you stay determined. You have to make sure that you know what your priorities are. It's a lot of nights that I have stayed up to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning just so I can have a peace of mind when I study, when I do my work, when I submit my assignments. It's a lot of times that I'm on my computer and I'm falling asleep, and I have to get up, move around, go wash my face. I have to drink a lot of water, just to stay on top of things. But at the end of the day, I got through it. So I start at school in January of 2020. July 2020, I am going to be complete with my bachelor's degree in healthcare management and informatics. And let me tell you, it is the greatest feeling ever. It's something that I've been working towards for a long time. I knew that nursing was not for me. From working at my current job for the past 8 years, I knew that I wanted to do something more. I knew that I wanted to dedicate my time and my passion to something more. So I just wanted to give this advice to a lot of moms out there that is basically, trying to pursue a dream. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let nobody tell you that, you know, it's too much. How are you going to do it? Don't even let them question you, because when people see you doing good, a lot of negativity is going to come your way. And don't even let them don't second guess yourself. Do what's for you. I faced a lot of challenges in the past couple of years, but you know what? It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. Those that are for you are for you. Family, whether it's associates, friends, co-workers, whatever, the ones that are for you are for you. The ones that are on a positive vibe, those are the ones that are for you. And you will know. You will definitely know. Sometimes you have to separate the equation of family. Sometimes you have to separate the equation of friends because everybody is not for you. I've had people to talk negativity about my schooling and how I gained my grades, how my studying criteria is. And, every school is different. Every instructor is different. Every university requirements are different. A lot of people talk about the amount that you have to pay, or this degree doesn't pay a lot. I'm not really in it for the money, but then again, I do want to be compensated for my hard work. Colorado Technical University, CTU, they offer a lot of incentives. For me working at Piedmont, I get a $15,000 discount. I also gain reimbursement from my employer. So I used to be full-time with my employer now, then I'm part-time. I only get up to $1,500 per year, which is fine because every little bit helps. If you are full-time, most employers give you up to $3,000. So I was getting $2,500 per calendar year. You just have to submit your grades. You have to submit your invoice for that particular quarter, semester, however your grades are dished out to you. But make sure you take advantage of any incentives that your school offers, because it might have a interaction with your employer that offers discounts or whatnot. So just make sure you take advantage of that. I just make sure that I have a clear head. I stay focused. I like to do more than one thing at a time. That's just how my mind correlates. I like to stay busy. I like to stay occupied. I like to make sure that I have everything on point for me foremost. Because you have to think about yourself first. And then everything else falls behind. So I just wanted to do this quick video to introduce myself. I'm not normally on here. I normally have my babies on here doing their thing, expressing themselves and everything. And Just make sure when you do decide to go back to college, make sure that's foremost what you want to do. And secondly, make sure that your priorities are intact. You know, block out all the negativity in your life, because at the end of the day, it's going to be so rewarding for you, because this is for you. It's going to be so rewarding for you, and you have to block out all the negativity in your life as much as possible. So I'm headed out, and I just want to, let you all know, keep God first in your life. Don't forget about him, because without him, there's nothing, you know. That's how I was brought up. I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to be me, but I don't need any he sayers or anything like that trying to intervene and tell me how to live my life. As long as I know that God comes first, I keep my faith, I speak on him, everything's going to fall in line. All right, moms. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting us, me and my kids' YouTube channel, and keep intact. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatnot, and I'll be dishing you out. If you all have any more advice about videos that you would pretty much like me to issue out to you, just put it in the comments below. You can get at me also at virtuous2mommy@yahoo.com. And also, me and my kids are on Instagram at virtuous2mommyfamily. So, peace out. Have a blessed day. Stay positive, and God then keep you first. All right.
Very different.